What is up, guys? We are back with another beginner's guide on how to use only cards from the core set to take on a difficult villain on expert mode. So this time we are facing Loki on expert mode, and I know a lot of people say that he is the most difficult villain in the game for them. He's not personally for me that difficult. I do feel like that he is a huge slog and one of the most annoying villains in Marvel Champions, so I don't like playing against him that often, but I do feel like he's just more long of a match than really difficult, and I don't think that his pressure is as much as other villains, but he is a huge slog here, especially on X mode because we had to defeat 3 versions of him. So there was 5 total here, and we had to do each one has 20 hit points, so we got to get through 60 hit points of him. And basically, the main strategy against Loki is that whatever version that you get, you want to play around that version, right? So if we get this Loki right here with 1 scheme, 3 attack, and he has stalwart, that means we don't want to use stun or confuse strategies on him, and we might want to flip down to alter ego because he's only scheming for 1, so we might get a break from that. This Loki right here has 3 scheme, 1 attack, also has stalwart. So for this guy, we probably don't want to ever flip down because he's scheming for a base of at least 3. He also has the Infinity Gauntlet, so it's going to be at least 4, right? But he only has 1 attack, so if he attacks us, he might not do as much damage. This one has like retaliate, so if we're facing this guy, we don't want to use a bunch of allies, just ping off small damage on him. This one cannot take damage while side scheme is in play, so we probably want to clear off side scheme or keep side scheme super duper low if we get this guy and we are ready for the kill or something like that, right? So we just want to plan around the different Loki that we have in front of us and plan around which one that we might get if we clear off a side scheme or if we defeat this Loki. Okay, so let's go into the deck here. And I've been playing the core sets here for a little bit, and I've actually been really impressed by the cards in the core set. And I do think that this leadership variation right here is the strongest possible deck that you can build in the core set. And I think that this will work with any one of the heroes, but I really like the combination of cards right here. So let's break down the deck really quick. So of course, for the allies, we're going to put every single ally that we can include in the deck. There are only 3 leadership allies in the core set and 2 possible basic allies that we can include. Because of the unique symbol, we cannot include multiple cards of the same ally, right? So we have Nick Fury, Mockingbird, Vision, Hawkeye, and Marie Hill. We're just going to put them all in. There's not too much else to think about there. And one really cool thing about leadership is that it has Make the Call. So Make the Call is a 0-cost event. As an action, you can pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile, put that ally into play under your control. So this is essentially giving you extra allies, right? It's not as good as an ally because if you draw this card on turn 1 and you don't have any allies in your discard pile, then you won't be able to get an ally out. But Make the Call is really cool because if you do have allies in your discard pile, this card is essentially the same card as that ally, right? So if Nick Fury is in discard pile, you're playing Make the Call. You pay 4 cost and you put Nick Fury into play. The only thing is that the Helicarrier will not work with that because Helicarrier only works whenever you play a card from your hand, and you can reduce its cost by 1, right? So Make the Call is the cost. It's already 0 cost here. You cannot reduce the cost of Nick Fury with the Helicarrier, but you can still use stuff like resource generators, like Peter Parker Scientist, to pay for the ally for Make the Call. If you're paying with the Power of Leadership, we can still generate double for leadership card as long as you're paying for a leadership card in the discard pile through Make the Call, right? Yeah, so as long as you're doing that, it's fine. The Helicarrier is the only thing that doesn't work with that. And also, if you get it like early game, like turn 1 or something like that, and you don't have any allies in your discard pile. But other than that, we actually have essentially 5 plus 3 allies here, right? Because each time you draw and Make the Call, it's kind of having an ally in hand. So that is really good for the core set where we only have a limited amount of allies. If you guys have more allies, I definitely would recommend putting more allies in there. You don't have to play leadership. We don't have that many leadership cards here anyways. We just have really Make the Call. But if you have more allies in like justice or aggression or protection, you can just fill them all in for the Make the Call here. This is really the main reason that we're having it in this deck. And we have 3 copies of Avengers Mansion. It's max 1 per player, but we want to put 3 in here to increase the chance of us drawing this card, especially for Peter Parker Spider-Man, who has such high economy, he can easily play out in Mansion. Yeah, so we want 3 copies of this, 2 copies of Helicarrier. The only reason we have 2 instead of 3 is because it's not as good as the Mansion, and because I want 3 of the other cards, right? And this makes a perfect 40 card deck. You could include 1 more Helicarrier to make it 41, but I'm fine with having a 40 card deck here and not drawing the dead cards of the Helicarrier over and over again, and just having 1 extra copy. This is also max 1 per player. And then one lesson that I learned after playing more of the core set is definitely having in, you guys probably seen it in some of my earlier playthroughs, I only had 2 copies of the first aid here. 3 copies, guys, is the way to go. First aid is a really good card. It's a 1-cost event. It's an action, so you can place it in alter ego and hero form. Heal 2 damage from any character. That means you can heal your hero form without flipping down, or heal your hero, without flipping down. You can also heal an ally and have them activate a lot more times, right? So if Mockingbird activated twice, or Vision activate twice. You can heal them back to full life, and they can activate over and over again. Haymaker is your 2-cost event. Hero action attack, do 3 damage to enemy. Just gives us some extra little instances of damage to deal with minions, get rid of stun, stuff like that. For Peter Parker, just because his economy is so high. We have the Triskelion here as well. You can argue that this card is not essential because we only have 5 allies anyways. What the Triskelion does is increase your ally limit by 1. So instead of having a max of 3 allies, we now have 4 allies if this card is in play. But because of the Mythic Calls here, we will often hit that ally limit of 4 because we recur the allies over and over again. So we're going to have 5 plus 3, so 9, or 5 plus 3 is 8 allies essentially, right? And then for the resource cards, of course, here we're going to put in all the resource cards that we can. So Power Leadership generates a double for all the leadership blue cards, right? So for the allies here, this would be double resource 4, and we barely have any cards that can generate a double 4, right? Because Mythic Call is 0 cost, so we're not really doing it for that. There's only 1 cost, so we don't need a double for this. But it's still a really good card because the Mythic Calls here are all essentially getting an ally from discard pile, putting it back into play, so you're paying for the ally. So you can use the Power Leadership through Mythic Call to pay for Maria Hill or Hawkeye or Vision, right? So each time that we're playing these blue allies, Power Leadership is a useful card. You can argue against it for this deck, right? You don't necessarily need it for this deck, but there's nothing else that I would rather put in. I would prefer this over a third copy of the Helicarrier. And of course, the Genius, Strength, and Energy, the basic resource cards. I think that these go in almost every single deck. I can't even think of a deck where these won't go in there. Super duper staple cards, max 1 per deck, so we put 1 of each one. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck breakdown here. Oh, we also have Black Cat. I forgot our identity-specific allies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and plus 3 here, so 9 essential allies, but 6 real allies, right? But yeah, that is the deck breakdown here, guys. I hope you guys found this informative, and let's go ahead and jump over to the gameplay. Let's go ahead and get Loki set up. So the main scheme setup says to put the War and Asgard stats into play with Hinder 1 plus 6, so it's going to have 7 threat on here, and an acceleration. Whenever it's defeated, we reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck and then swap Loki with the Ram set side Loki villain. So Loki does have the Infinity Gauntlet, +1 ski, +1 attack. And then we have the 6 Infinity Stones right here. Let's shuffle them up. And then basically what Loki is going to do is every single time he activates with the Infinity Gauntlet, he's going to flip the top card of the stone deck. And then if there are any stones in play, then he's going to trigger all their specials instead of flipping the top card. So we're shuffling them up. And then top card, we reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So we get the Mind Stone to start this game off. And then we also have the 5 Loki variants right here. We're going to shuffle them all up, and we're going to put 1 into play to start the game off. So shuffle these guys up. And we're going to be starting off with this one here, the 3 Scheme 1 Attack 1. Okay, he also has Stalwart. And then let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Comes in here with 1 threat. If it hits 12, we do lose the game. Let's shuffle up the encounter deck. And then, let's see, whenever a Loki is defeated, advance to a Ram sets Loki villain, and then on expert mode we have to defeat 3 different Lokis to win the game, and they each have the victory display. So if we defeat one, they go into the victory display and get removed from the game, and we got to beat 3 in order to win. Okay, and then let's the sleeves are coming off here. Let's do one more shuffle. All right, and then we shuffled up the encounter deck. Let's shuffle up our player deck here. And then we're going to draw up to our hand size of 6 and our alter ego. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, we got the mansion. Let's go ahead and mulligan discard these 5 events here. Then we're going to draw 5 more back up to our hand size of 6. Got another mansion. Looking for a double. Ooh, we got a double there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use Scientist to generate a mental resource while we're in alter ego. This would be 3 more for a total of 4 resources, so we can play Avengers Mansion. We can exhaust Avengers Mansion, so we can draw a card. I kind of want an ally here. Let's flip up to hero form. We're going to use a resource here, I think. Yeah, so we can play our web shooters. This is coming with 3 web counters. We can exhaust it, remove web counter, and then generate a wild resource. And let's just go ahead and throw for 1 from the War in Asgard, drop this down to 6 threat. And then that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Is this the... We still have 1 more swing web kick, so let's go ahead and discard this swing web kick. Hold on to the backflip. Draw back up to our hand size of 5 here. Looking for an ally. Okay, we got Mockingbird. All right, so Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration. It goes up to 3 threat. He's going to attack us when we trigger our Spire Sense. When a villain initiates an attack against you, we can draw a card. Turns another backflip. Let's take the attack to the face because we have the backflips here. He's hitting with a base of 2. He gets a boost card of 0. We're not going to backflip it. It's 2 damage. That'll bring us from 10 down to 8. Then after Loki activates, he triggers all the stones in play. Mind Stone says you are confused. And then it goes into the Infinity Stone discard pile right there. We can deal a face on counter card, which is Eviction Notice. You may flip to Alter Ego form, and then you can choose this card right from your hand, or in a discard will Surge, or you exhaust yourself. Yeah, let's flip over to Hero form, and we're going to exhaust ourselves to remove this card from the game. All right, back to our turn. Let's Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. Come on, something. Ooh, Vision here. I think it's pretty good. Okay, so we have the backflip still. What will Vision do for us? Can I play Vision and hold on to Mockingbird? That's probably not a good play. We can just go for Vision here, right? We can use Scientist to play him. And then if we play him here, his effect, we can spend energy to give him +2 Thor, +2 attack. Then we could play Triskelion with our web shooters and just lose Mockingbird. I think that's fine. Okay, so we're going to use Scientist, generate a mental resource while we're in Alter Ego again. This would be 3 more resources for a total of 4, so we can play Vision. Vision has an action. You can spend an energy resource. Let's go ahead and do that. Choose Thor or attack. We're going to choose Thor. He gets +2 to chosen power until the end of the phase. Let's go Thor for 3 from the War in Asgard. Drop this down to 3. He'll take a consequential damage. And then we're going to flip up to Hero form so that we can exhaust the web shooters to generate a wild resource. This we want to use in Hero form to play Triskelion. It's a 1-cost support. Increase your ally limit by 1, so we can now have 4 allies. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up and then draw back up to 5 here. I like the enhanced Spider Sense. Okay, so we got Mate the Call. But I think we've only seen Mockingbird, right? We don't have Mockingbird Vision here. We lost 2 first aids, so that's not great for Vision. Okay, it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to main because the acceleration goes up to 5 threat. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger our Spider Sense and draw a card whenever he initiates an attack. We're going to take the attack. He's in with a base of 2. This would be the boost card. 2, so it's going to be 4 damage. We will play a backflip here. When you take an amount of damage from an attack, we can flip out of the way and prevent all our damage, so we take no damage. Then, after Loki activates, he's going to flip an Infinity Stone, put it into play. We've got the Power Stone here, and he's going to deal with an encounter card during the encounter step, which is Casket of Ancient Winters. Is Hinder 1 +4, so 5 threat, and an Amplify. And the same one defeat effect as the War in Asgard, where we swap Loki with different Loki and then reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. All right, so it's back to our turn here. The mate calls aren't great here. Let's Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Let's definitely Thwart so we can get rid of this Confuse. And then let's see here. We can spend the energy for Vision. We definitely need to do that. And then I could make the call Mockingbird. I'm not going to play a Black Cat. Because Black Cat will discard Aunt May. Because Black Cat forces us to discard top 2 cards of our deck, and then we add Mentos to our hand, but Aunt May is energy, right? So I don't want to do that. What I could do is make the call and then save another make the call here. I do like the power of leadership, though. How many doubles have we seen? We've only seen strength. That means we're probably drawn to another double. So I guess I could just do that. Okay, yeah, let's switch this Loki here. We're going to use Vision's effect. Center energy resource. He now has +2 Thor. Until the end of the phase, we're going to Thor for 3. Clear off the War in Asgard. So this side's going to be defeated. When it's defeated, we review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. We've got a Soul Stone. And we're going to swap Loki with one of these random set-aside Loki villains right here. So we're going to shuffle them all up. And then we're going to do one more shuffle right here. Okay. We got this Loki with Retaliate and Victory. So he doesn't have the star anymore, which is really good. So these guys get set aside again. And then he has 2 scheme, 1 attack. We did that. What else did we do? Is that it? Review the top card from attack and swap Loki. Okay, yeah, so we swapped him. Okay, so we have the Amplify here. And the Vision would take a consequential damage. All right, but now we can play Mate the Call. Action, pay the penalty cost of an ally in your discard pile. So let's get Mockingbird here. We got to pay 3 for her. This would be 3 resources right here. Whenever Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. So we can stun Loki. This guy does not have stars, so he is fully stunned. That's going to resolve the Mate the Call. And then Mockingbird can't activate here. So I think we just have her Thor for 1. Schemes for 2. Plus the boost. Let's check the discard pile. What have we seen? We've seen one advanced already. Let's just throw it from the main just to be safe. All right, and then she'll take a consequential damage, and that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're gonna draw back up to 5, hold on to this make the call, and we're looking for Nick Fury or Maria Hill. Those are our two better allies. We haven't seen them yet. They're still in the deck. All right, so it is Loki's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. It goes back up to 5. He's going to attack us, but he is stunned, so he won't trigger Spire Sense because the activation never went through. And then the stones will stay here as well because he never attacked, so he never activated with Infinity Gauntlet. Face down counter card during the counter step, it's going to be a gang up. The villain's going to attack you. And he's minion, but there are no minions. Okay, so he's still going to attack us here. We're going to Spire Sense now and draw a card. The enhanced Spire Sense would have been great there. So, let's see, we have 8. He's in with a base of 2. We get stunned here. I think it's fine. We're just going to take the hit. Yeah, we still have anime coming up in our deck. Yeah, we're going to take the attack. He's saying with a base of 2, plus a boost, discard top card in the Infinity Stone deck. It's 2 boost icons, so we apply the boost for this attack. So it's going to be discard the top card in the Infinity Stone deck, apply its boost icons. And then this will have an Amplify, but the Amplify does not go for the Space Stone because it was this card. It's not a boost card, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on Spider-Man. That'll bring us down to 3 life. Okay, so not great. He attacked us pretty hard, and he's going to trigger all stones in play. So Power Stone says you are stunned, and Soul Stone, we heal 3 from Loki's are at full life, but he still gets a face down boost card as well. All right, and both of these get discarded now. All right. All right, and it's back to our turn, right? Yeah, okay, let's mansion, draw a card. First aid here. Kind of want a first aid vision. Make the call to get who? Do we have any allies? We have Black Hat. Oh man, still no Nick or Mockingbird. A little bit unfortunate there. I think what I do is play the Helicarrier. Helicarrier gets us Web Shooter. Web Shooter gets us first aid, and then we vision again for some extra thwarting. And then I could clear this thing off, and then Mockingbird blocks for us. Yeah, I think that would be the play. Do I? Nah, I don't think we need to remove stun, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do. I'm holding on to this make the call. Not sure if it's the best idea. Yeah, it's fine because even okay, we're gonna draw 4 more cards. If we don't get Nick or Maria Hill, we can just make the call Mockingbird again, right? Okay, so but we're probably gonna get them. That's the thing. So should I just hold on to the Enhanced Spire Sense? Okay, let me think. We draw back up to 5. We can mansion a card. We're going to Spire Sense a card. So we'll have 4 cards that we are not drawing. I don't think we're not getting Maria Hill or Nick Fury in that, right? For sure we get one of them. So let's hold on to the Enhanced Spire Sense in that case. All right, we're going to do 3 resources here so I can play Helicarrier. It's a 3 cost support. We can exhaust it to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So we play Web Shooter here for free. Let's set up over here. So now we have a second Web Shooters down. Okay, we can exhaust the Web Shooter to generate a wild resource. So we can play First Aid. Action, heal 2 from any character. Let's heal 2 from Vision. And then we're going to use Vision's effect. Exhaust the Web Shooter to generate a wild resource. Declare it to be energy. So he gets +2 Thor again. He's going to Thor for 3 from Casket of Ancient Winters. Drop this down to 2. Mockingbird's going to Thor for 1. Drop down to 1. And then they both take consequential damage. Spider-Man's just going to Thor for 1. Let's clear it off. So when this side scheme is defeated, we review a top card of the Infinity Stone deck with a Time Stone, and then swap Loki with the Ram says I Loki villain. So we're going to switch to Loki again to one of these guys over here. Let me see. The threat will go up to 6. If he gets an advance, we can always cancel it, so we're fine because we have the Enhanced Spire Sense. Okay, so shuffle up, and then we're going to get this Loki now. So this Loki cannot take damage while side scheme is in play, but there are no side schemes anyways, but he's at full life anyways. We're not trying to do damage yet. All right, and then I think we did everything with this, right? Review a top card of Infinity Stone deck. We did, and we got Loki. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we are really needing Aunt May now, so hopefully we can get her soon. Let's draw back up to 5, holding on to the Enhanced Spire Sense to cancel an advance or something. Oh, we have Hawkeye in the deck too, and Maria. Okay, so this is really good. We have another make the call. Okay, and then Nick Fury. Is that the third make the call? Yeah, that's the third one, right? Yeah. Okay, so Nick Fury is still in the deck though, so we won't be getting him. We're gonna deck out whenever we do get him with the Aunt May. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we got made the call, so it should be okay. All right, Loki's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. It's gonna go up to what is this? 5 to 6. we clear out the board finally with the side schemes. He's going to attack us when we trigger Spire Sense, so we can draw a card. Mockingbird's going to block the attack. He gets another boost card here. So here's the boost. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Takes out Mockingbird. And then, oh, a Time Stone's going to get rid of Nick. And then after he activates, Time Stone will trigger discard top 4 cards of your deck. Right here. Add a threat on the main for each card type discard. Oh, Aunt May. Aunt May is not good. Okay. So support, ally, and resource. So it's 3 card types. 3 threat gets added to the main scheme. And losing Aunt May there is not what I want to see, because our life is pretty low, because I was planning to draw her. Okay, then we could dealt a face-down counter card. I should have played better for the Time Stone. And yeah, which is Loki's Crown. Attached Loki is +1 scheme. After you make a basic attack, we can spend a mental and physical to discard card. All right, back to our turn. Okay, well, we mentioned we deck out. We might as well just play everything here, right? But what I want to deck out with, I think I want to make the call. Nick. We're holding a Hawkeye. We're gonna just fill out on allies, I think, is a play. Okay. So I want to get this back into our shuffle. How can I do that? There's no way for me to do that without using Hawkeye. Because if I draw 1 card, I'm gonna deck out. I could use the web shooter. I'll use this web shooter because they'll get me back to shuffle. Okay, we're playing Make the Call. Pay the printing cost of an ally and any player's discard pile. We're gonna get Nick Fury, who was just discarded. Okay, whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We have to pay for him first, right? So 4 resources. Web shooters will generate 1. This would be 3 more for a total of 4. These web shooters are now gone. So we can play Nick Fury. That's gonna resolve the Make the Call. It gets discarded. When Nick Fury enters play, choose 1. We're gonna pick the one to draw 3. So we deck out here, so we could dealt a face-down counter card. Then we're going to shuffle this card out here back into the deck. And then now we can do all of our drawing stuff. And hopefully I can play Maria Hill and Hawkeye, and also clear off the main scheme. But we're not going to flip down, because there's no Aunt May here. So hopefully she does not get this card with another Time Stone, and hopefully we can get her to our hand here. Okay, so Nick drew us 1 card, right? Yeah, we have 1 card left on our deck, and now we're going to draw 2 more with Nick's effect. Right, we draw 3. So we got this and this. Then we're going to Avengers Mansion. Let's draw another card. Then we're going to use a double when paying for a leadership card to play Maria Hill. Whenever Maria Hill enters play, we can draw a card. Oh man, just studs. At least we can make the call then in a future turn. We're going to use Vision's effect, spend an energy resource. He gets +2, thwart again. And then we're going to just have him thwart for 3 before I forget. From the main, drops us down to 6. He'll take a consequential damage. All right, let's do Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. And then this will be 2 resources here for a total of 3. So I can play Hawkeye. Hawkeye comes in with 4 arrow counters, and we do have an ally limit of 4 thanks to the Triskelion. Whenever a minion enters play, we can remove arrow counter and do 2 damage to that minion. We're going to attack with Spider-Man. Let's discard our stun here. And then Nick, Maria, and Hawkeye will all thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the main. Drop down to 1. They'll all take consequential damage. So we're getting kind of going there, but we weren't able to get the Aunt May to get us back to full. That's kind of our only concern left. That'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. Feeling pretty good here with the Mansion, Helicarrier, and 4 allies. Let's hold on to Make the Call and Swing Web Kick, so we can always recur Nick for this next deck cycle. I like the Enhanced Spire Sense here because we're getting 2 encounter cards. Okay, Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He attacks us. We're going to trigger our Spire Sense and draw a card. Nick Fury is going to defend the attack. He's hitting with a base of 3. He gets a boost card here of 2. So 5 damage takes out Nick Fury. And I still haven't drawn to the Aunt May yet. After Loki attacks us, he flips an Infinity Stone. He decks out the Infinity Stone, so we shuffle these 5 stones back into the deck here. And hopefully the Time Stone doesn't come back out again, right? Okay, so we create the Infinity Stone deck again. We have the Realized Stone now. We have the allies here. And then what's next? Encounter step. We could dealt a face-down encounter card. First one is Loki's Cape, attached to Loki. After he swapped with a different Loki, we give him a tough status card. And we also got Beguiled. Let's see, attached to ally with the highest cost. So Vision's 4 cost. He becomes a minion now, and he has 1 scheme to attack and 1 hit point left still. So that's good that he only has 1 hit point left. And then it is back to our turn, I believe, right? Got everything? Yeah. Let's Mansion, draw a card. Aunt May, not Aunt May. The first A would be great for Vision, but now we can use it for Spider-Man. We have all Mentos in our hand anyways. So I probably don't want to use the web shoes right now to proc Vision. We want to get Maria. We want to go through our deck as soon as possible so that we can get that Aunt May, right? Maria Hill is going to throw for 2. Let's clear off the main scheme. Should take a consequential damage, get knocked out. Let's go ahead and make the call Maria Hill. So we got to pay 2 resources equal to her cost. Let's do 2 resources here. To play Maria Hill from a discard pile. Whenever she enters play, we can draw a card. Mockingbird. Ooh, this Loki can be stunned, so that's a nice draw. Let's do we attack him? I think I play Mockingbird here, and I could first aid. I think we just throw away everything here. Getting a stun is pretty good. Yeah, let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So we play first aid, Hue 2 from any character. Let's Hue 2 from Spider-Man. So we go up to 5 in case we never draw anime this entire game. Then Hawkeye will swing for 1, take Vision out. He'll take a consequential damage. Vision goes back into our discard pile. Okay, we have this scheme at bay, so we just keep Maria Hill here. Spider-Man will swing for 2 on Loki. First damage him in the game. That'll bring him 20 down to 18. And then he can't take damage because there are no side schemes. The cape only trigger after he switches forms. We're not going to Loki's crown here, I think. We could. I'll have to discard Mockingbird. Now I get the stun. So 3 resources here to play Mockingbird. When she enters play stun enemy, this Loki does not have Stalwart, so he is fully stunned. Mockingbird will swing for 1, bring him down to 17. She'll take a consequential damage. And that's going to end her turn. We're just keep Maria Hill up here to thwart. It's ready back up. Draw back up to our hand size here of 5. And I feel like we're more or less stabilized. I like the first aids. I prefer Aunt May, but we are not getting her. Okay, it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us, but he's stunned. Activation won't go through. We don't trigger Spire Sense. Also do not trigger the Infinity Gauntlet. Then we're just dealt with his icon card, which is going to be a side scheme here. Hinder 1 plus 5, so 6 threat with a Crisis, so we can't remove threat from the main scheme with this in play. All right, that's perfect for Maria Hill. Let's Mansion, draw a card. We're going to Maria Hill to Thor for 2 from here. Drop it down to 4. She'll take a consequential damage. Let's see, we could... Actually, we don't have the Thor move to clear it off right now because no one made the calls. I feel like what I do is play Webbed Up and then first aid Hawkeye, because Hawkeye doesn't use any arrow counters, which is kind of a waste, right? We could hold on to hand Spire Sense, but I don't think I want to. So 4 resources here. So we play Webbed Up, attach to enemy. We're going to give this to Loki. Next time he will attack, we discard instead, and he'll get stunned after that. Then we're going to Thor for 1 from the Mass on Midgard, drop it down to 3. Then we're going to use our Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1 to play first aid, Hue 2 damage from any character. Let's Hue 2 from Hawkeye. And then Hawkeye and Mockingbird will both Thor for 1/2 from Mass on Midgard, drop us down to 1. They'll both take some consequential damage. Ends our turn. Let's ready back up. All right, a little bit of a dud turn, but it's okay. Just getting a little bit more setup. Actually, we didn't get any setup there. Okay, we gotta make the call here. Oh man, my deck. It's... Where are you, Aunt May? We need our aunt to heal us, or to have that safe healing. But I guess we can just slowly climb with the first aids here. Our Loki's turn is going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us, but he's webbed up, so activation won't go through. We don't... Oh, this gets discarded. We don't trigger Spire Sense. He didn't trigger the Gauntlet, and now he's stunned after the web is discarded. Then we can deal a face down counter card. The Trickster, swap Loki with the Ram side Loki, and then he's going to activate, so he's going to attack us. But he's stunned here, unless he gets a Stalwart version. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully he does not get a Stalwart version. And let's do this one here. Okay, it's not Stalwart. Okay, so we swap Loki with this Loki here. He has Piercing, and then he's going to attack us, but he is stunned. So nothing happens, and nothing else happens. But with the cape here, when he changes form, he gets a tough stats card. Okay, so he does get the tough there, which is a little bit annoying. All right, it's back to our turn here. Okay, so what do we do here? Let's Mansion, so we can draw a card. There's Aunt May. Okay, we got Aunt May, guys. We can play Aunt May, and everything will be solved. Okay, let's see here. I want to make the call Nick. I don't think I do. I think I just made the call Maria Hill. Because I want to get rid of the cape. Kind of want to get rid of the crown as well. So if we do both, we'll need mental, physical, and energy. We have this. Oh, wait a minute. This Loki has one scheme. Do I flip down, let him scheme? Check the encounter cards here. Trickster. Nah, I don't think we do, because if we get an advance, there's still one more advance, and there's two more tricksters, so that will swap the Loki variants. Probably we don't do that. Yeah, I think that's too risky. Okay, so we're staying hero form here. I do want to play anime, but we can just first aid up, to be honest. So right now, we prioritize the cape. I think it's more annoying. Yeah, because then he keeps on getting toughs here. We're going to... Let's Hawkeye first, I think. Yeah, he's going to keep the tough anyways, right? Whenever he swaps with different Loki, he gets a tough. Yeah, Hawkeye will Thor for 1 from the mouse on Midgard. Clears off to take consequent damage. Side scheme is defeated, so we reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. And then we swap Loki within our Loki. So one of these guys here. So we're going to shuffle them up. I think that's it with that. Yeah, we've gotten, like, I think all the side schemes. Usually when I play Loki, I don't get like every single side scheme coming out. Okay, we got this one. This one does have Star, so but he'll keep his tough. He has 3 scheme, 1 attack. All right, and we set these guys aside again. All right, I think we did everything correctly. Okay, so still our turn here. I can make the call Nick or Maria Hill. Let's just have Maria Hill Thor first. So she's gonna Thor for 2, clear off the main scheme. She'll take a consequential damage, get knocked out. Okay, so here's where we decide. I think I just play Aunt May first. If I make the call for Maria Hill, she'll draw us another card. And then I want to play the web shooters. Get rid of his cape. And then we do the crown another turn. Yeah, okay, we're just going to play make the call here. Actually, before we do it, let's look at our discard pile to see if we have another backflip in here. We're not seeing the other backflips. So the other backflip's in here. So I'm going to use it as a resource because I'm probably going to draw it, right? So with the pay the cost of an ally in discard pile, let's play for Maria Hill. So 2 resources here to play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, we can draw a card. Let's draw a card. Got a mansion. Okay. Next, we are going to exhaust the Helicarrier, so we can reduce the cost of next card we play by 1 to play a web shooter here. So this one will also come with the 3 web counters. So we have both our web shooters here. And then let's go ahead and use a resource here so we can play Aunt May. So now we have her down. And then I think, do I want to keep the first aid? I don't know, guys. Let's go ahead and have Spider-Man. We keep Maria Hill for side schemes, I think. How many side schemes have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these all side schemes? Crisis. I think these are all side schemes. Hazard, Thingy, and Thingy. And then a natural storm as well. That's my favorite side scheme to get with Loki, because we don't have any ways to ready in our deck anyways. I don't think we need Maria Hill here to Thor for 2. So let's go ahead and have her swing for 1. Knock off Loki's tough stats card. Then she'll take consequent damage. Spider-Man's going to swing for 2 with our base attack. That'll bring it from 17 down to 15. Then we can trigger the cape's effect after Loki is, or as a hero response after you make a basic attack against Loki, which we just did. We can spend a energy and mental resource. Let's use both web shooters and keep the first aid, so we can discard this card. So now he will no longer get tough whenever he swaps forms on us. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to 5, hopefully getting into that last backflip. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger our Spire Sense. We can draw a card. We're going to take the attack because I have a backflip. Same with a base of 2. Plus a boost card here of 1. Only 3 damage. Makes me kind of want to just take it. I have Aunt May, but I can't flip down because he just schemes for way too much. If he gets an advance, we lose, right? We're just going to backflip, jump out of the way, prevent that 3 damage. All right, after Loki attacks, you can trigger all the stones here. So Power Stone gets this card, and then we get stunned with a special. Reality Stone, you discard an ally, upgrade, support your control. Let's discard Mockingbird here. And then we get dealt a face down counter card, which is Frozen, attach your identity. You cannot ready. As an alter ego action, we can spend a energy and physical to discard his card. Yeah, this is the worst Loki to have right now because he schemes for so much. If we Let me think. If I haymaker him, I really want to flip is the thing. Let's mansion first so we can draw a card. We got another double. Let's see. We can get him to scheme with a base of 4 and a boost. Yeah, I mean, there's a very low chance because he needs to get a high boost every single time, right? He needs to get at least a boost of 2, but for 2 scheme activations in order to scheme us out. So I think we just take the risk here, guys. I think that's fine. Let's do it. We're gonna do. So okay, we need to plan out. I need to spend a physical and energy resource to discard this card's alter ego action. So energy is Black Cat. Physical is going to be the double here. So we do that in alter ego. In hero form, we can play Haymaker to remove stun. We got to get rid of his cape. So we spend a mental and a physical with a web shooter. And then we flip down first aid Hawkeye. Okay, I got to remember that. Guys. Okay, we're going to first use a double here to play Haymaker. Here, action attack, do 3 damage to enemy. We're stunned. It just removes a stun. Then we're going to swing for 2 on Loki. So that'll bring from 15 down to 13. After you make a basic attack, spend a mental and physical resource. Mental and physical. What are we doing? Mental with a genius, and then physical with this web shooter to exhaust to generate a wild, which we declare to be physical. Okay. Then we're gonna flip down to alter ego. Use the alter ego action. Spend an energy and physical resource right here to discard this card. So now we can ready. And then we're going to. Oh, we have the Helicarrier anyways. Exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card play by 1 to play first aid. Heal 2 damage to any character. Let's heal from Hawkeye. Hawkeye will Thor for 1, clear off the main. He'll take a consequential damage. We're going to animate a heal us 4, bring us from 5 up to 9, and that'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. And actually, that's probably not a good play. Very risky because I deck out, so I can tell if it's not a counter card. I mean, there's definitely more of a chance of it to not be 2 activations. If we get Trickster, that's actually really good because Trickster will switch the look. Oh, I forgot. I actually did this because I attacked him, right? And then I spent a mental and physical resource, which discards the crown. I just forgot this card, so we actually got rid of that. So it doesn't have the +1 scheme from that. All right, and we're going to keep shuffling our deck, and we ended our turn already, so we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 6. And yeah, because we used the web shooters, and then what else did we use? I think the genius there. Okay, so shuffle up, draw back up to 6. So hopefully we can get a free flip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He schemes because we're an Ultra. He schemes with a base of 4, boost card of 2. So he schemes for 6. Main scheme goes up to 7. He flips a stone after scheming. We get Della face down counter card for a total of 2. First one is Infinite Mischief. Okay, that's okay. Shuffle the Infinity Stone, discard power back into the Infinity Stone deck, and reveal the top card. So top card here is going to be the Power Stone. Okay, so we get stunned after that happens. What else we got? We got an Assault, which surges because we're an Alter Ego, into Lofty. So we got a minion here. He comes in with Toughness, but we have Hawkeye. So whenever a minion enters play, we can remove an arrow count. That's the first minion here. Deals 2 damage, knocks out the Tough, and that's it. All right, and then after Lofty attacks and damages the character, we stun that character. All right, it's back to our turn. Let's animate, heals by 4. We just heal 1, going back up to our full life of 10. Let's Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Let's Scientist to generate a mental resource to play a web shooter here. So another full web shooter, coming in with 3 web counters. All right, and then we just swing web kick him, and swing web kick Loki. I think that's all we do. Yeah, we just thwart, and hopefully we get to make the call soon. Okay, let's flip up to hero form. I could also play Black Cat. That's fine. I think we play Black Cat. We have a lot of mentals here with the make the calls, right? Let's exhaust. If we play Black Cat, yeah, we're gonna play exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1. This would be a resource to play Black Cat. When she enters play, discard top 2 cards of your deck. Add each mental resource card to your hand. So we get the genius. We lose vision though. I really like vision for this game here with the core set cards only, but we do get a genius. So I could play both swing web kicks, which I think is what we just do. We have so many resources all the time with the doubles here. I wish we had other stuff though. So let me see. We swing for 1, 2 3, 4, 5. We don't take out Loki, so I have to just play swing web kick. Okay, 3 resources here to play swing web kick. Hero action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. We're gonna hit Loki for 8, knocks him out. Then we're going to exhaust the web shooter here to generate. Let's do this one actually. Generate a wild resource. This would be 2 more for total 3. Play another swing web kick. We're gonna hit Loki for 8, diving from 13 down to 5. And then we gotta do some thwarting now. So Maria Hill is gonna thwart for 2. The main. She'll take a consequence damage, get knocked out. Spider-Man's gonna thwart for 1, drop the main scheme down to 4. Hawkeye will thwart for 1, take a consequential damage. And let's do Black Cat thwarts for 1, drop down to 2. She'll take consequential damage. Alright, that's gonna end her turn. Let's ready back up. And draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Okay, so Loki's turn, he's gonna add 1 to the main, it goes up to 3. He's going to attack us, triggers our Spire Sense, so we can draw a card. I kind of want to, I would say Exhaustion. I kind of want to just defend here. We have not seen Exhaustion, so, we got rid of the cape and stuff. We get stunned, though. I think I just take the attack, actually. We get stunned. Yeah, we just take the attack. Okay, so same with a base of 2, we're going to take it to the face. Here's a boost. Boost is give Loki additional boost card and a tough stats card. So he gets a toughness here. He gets another boost. 1. So it's going to be 3 damage. That'll bring us from 10 down to 7. Okay. And then he's going to trigger all the stones here. So this one, heal 3 damage from the villain, give him a face down boost card. So it goes back up to 8. And then he gets a boost card here. The power stone says you are stunned. Alright, that's going to resolve both the stones. Then we get dealt a face down encounter card. It's going to be Frost Giant. He has toughness. Hawkeye will ping off the toughness with his arrow counter, so he has 2 left. Alright, and then it's back to our turn. Hawkeye doing work here. Alright, let's go ahead and mansion so we can draw a card. Let's attack so we can get rid of the stun. Let's do a double here. Actually, I kind of want to get vision out. Or actually, probably Maria Hill is better here. Okay, let's have Black Cat swing for 1 at Frost Giant. She does not take consequential damage for attack activation, so she stays up here. And then we can do first aid too. Let's play Mate the Call. Pay permanent cost of my ally in your discard pile. Maria Hill is 2 costs. This would be a double to play her. Whenever she enters play, we can draw a card. So let's get a card draw here. And then let's see, I could either web up the Loki. The problem is, if I defeat Loki, he mills until we get a side scheme. And then I believe there's no more side schemes in the encounter deck. Because I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's 4 Loki side schemes, 1 for each negative icon. And a Natural Storm is the only other one. I think it's Under Fire is in there, and so is the other advance. But I mean, we just deck them out, so there's a chance of getting it still. So I don't think we go for this turn, but we can go for it next turn. We get a little bit more damage. Alright, so let's see here. We did that with Maria Hill. What do we want to do next? We might draw backflips though, is the thing. So I want to make the call for vision. And then we just play a Haymaker. We don't need to Spire Tracer the Frost Giant at all. You're going to play Make the Call, 4 resources here, so we can play Vision from our discard pile. Where are you, Vision? Okay. And then we're actually not even going to use him. Actually, no, I might as well. Let's go ahead and exhaust Helicare to reduce the cost next turn. We'll play by 1. Web Shooter will generate a resource, so we can play a Haymaker here, do 3 damage to enemy. That will take out the Frost Giant, so he is defeated. And then let's do, oh man, look, that's tough. Maria Hill will let's just thwart for 2. Drop this down to 1. She'll take consequential damage, and I think I just have Vision swing here for 2. It's not got the tough. Vision will take a consequential damage. I want to actually trigger his effect with the web shooters, but it's fine. Let's get end of turn. We can have 4 allies thanks to the Triskelion. Let's ready back up. Hopefully we can draw into a backflip here, because I kind of want to actually just keep the allies in play. Okay, we got the backflip and Nick Fury. Alright, so we're fine. And we have the enhanced Spire Sense to cancel a treachery. Loki's turn is going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. Spire Sense will draw us a card. He gets another boost card here. We're going to take the attack. He's hitting with a base of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. We're going to play a backflip here. Flip out of the way, prevent all the damage. Then we're dealt, then he flips a stone. Mind Stone, and then we're dealt face on counter card, which is Loki's staff attached to Loki. +1 attack after we make a base attack and spend an energy and physical to discard it. All right, back to our turn. Let's mansion, draw a card. Okay, what do we do here? Do we go for it? He's gonna cycle out the deck. I think we just get him really low. I don't think I kill him yet, actually. We just get him super duper low. We have Nick Fury to block an attack. Okay, let's do Maria Hill, Thor for 2. Clear off the main scheme. She'll take constant damage, get knocked out. I think that's always good. If I play Nick here, we draw more cards in our deck. Do we have a third swing web kick? Because I know we use 2 here, right? We have a third one. So I think what I'm going to do is actually get Loki super duper low, plan to flip him next turn, and then immediately swing web kick that Loki that we take out, because he won't get a side scheme out because he's just going to mill the encounter deck. But we can take one more turn of encounter cards before we do that. So I don't think I need to play Nick here. I'll just get Maria Hill back. Spider-Man attacks when you spend an energy and a physical. So web shooters will be a physical, and then we need energy. That's going to be the Haymaker. Okay, let's go ahead and swing for 2 on Loki. That'll bring it from 8 down to 6. We're going to spend a physical energy. Web shooters can generate wild, declare it to be a physical, and the energy resource right here. So we discard Loki's staff. So we lose the +1 attack. I don't think we actually need to get rid of that, but it's fine. We just want to play it safe here. Okay, so we did that, and then we dealt 2 damage, and then I can make the call Maria Hill. Draws a card. Oh, I should have played her first, and then we could have potentially kept the Haymaker. That's fine. Let's make the call here. Pay the cost of my ally in any player's discard pile. 2 resources here to play Maria Hill. When she enters play, we can draw a card. Ooh, we got energy. That's perfect. So we're going to use Vision's effect, spend an energy resource right here. He gets +2 attack. We can choose Thor attack. So let's have him swing for 4 on Loki. That'll bring him from 6 down to 2. Vision takes a consequential damage. And then let's exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1. Play a first aid. Heal 2 damage on any character. Let's heal 2 from Hawkeye. So you can at least just activate and not be useless. And then we'll do Black Cat swings for 1 on Loki. Bring him down to 1. Does not take consequential damage. Hawkeye will swing for 1. Oh, wait, just kidding. We're not going to do any more damage. We're going to keep him here at 1. I don't want to pop him yet, right? I want to take 1 more turn of encounter cards, knowing that there's no side scheme in there. Yeah, let's keep Hawkeye up so he has full life. Maria has full life. And in our turn, ready back up. Yeah, I think that's the better play here. Let's draw back up to our hands as a 5, because he's going to immediately deck out when we do that. And we got swing web kick, so that's good to see. All right, Loki's turn is going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us, triggers our Spire Sense so we can draw a card. We're going to take the attack, so a backflip. Here's his boost card, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play a backflip and flip out of the way, prevent all that damage. He's going to trigger the Mind Stone, which will confuse us here. And then he's going to deal us a face on counter card, which we can cancel with Enhanced Spire Sense. Oh, we got a minion here with Toughness, and Hawkeye's going to ping off the tough with his arrows. Okay, so we just got the Frost Giant here for life. Okay, it's back to our turn. Let's Avengers Mansion, draw a card. We have more damage though. So, okay, what do I want to do? I'm going to ignore the confuse, I think, for now. So I could first aid Vision. Okay, let's plan this out. I need resources, right? So this is for a swinging web kick. We could do the first aid on, we could just play a Haymaker. No, we might have to use, okay, if we do swing web kick like this, right, with the Helicarrier and 2 resources, then we could play Haymaker, first aid Vision. No, we can't do all that. So I think what we do is we first aid Vision, and then we use his effect, use Haymaker for his effect. So then we can do 8 on the next Loki. How much damage we got here on the table? Vision can do 4. So Vision wipes out Frost Giant. And then Black Cat swaps the Lokis. There is no side scheme to Thor. And we just swing web kick the next Loki. But he'll duck out. That's fine. Okay, so Vision's effect. We're spending an energy resource right here to give him +2. We're going to choose attack this time. He's going to swing for 4. Take out the Frost Giant, I think. Yeah, it's fine. I was considering actually keeping him in play until after we get rid of all the Lokis. But he's not a bad encounter card to get. I think that minion. Wait, just kidding. Before we do that, I want a Hue Vision because I don't want him to die. So we're gonna use a resource. Let's use this first in case I want to save the Enhanced Presence. Resource here, so I can play First Aid. We're gonna Hue 2 for any character. Let's Hue 2 and Vision first. Then we're gonna still spend the Haymaker as energy resource to give him +2 attack. He swings for 4. Do I want it? Yeah, it's fine. We'll take out the Frost Giant. Vision takes a consequential damage. Okay, so now Vision's alive, and we did that. Black Cat's going to swing for 1 on Loki. She will not take consequential damage. That will bring him from 1 down to 0. And this Loki's defeated. He has the victory keyword. He gets removed from the game and goes into the victory display. Then we have to randomly reveal one of these set side Lokis here. And there'll be the next Loki that's in play. It doesn't matter, I think, which one we get right now. Yeah. So we got this Loki with Retaliate. That's the worst one to get. He has 20 life. And each Loki has the same one defeat effect. We discard cards from the encounter deck until we get a side scheme and reveal it. So there's no side scheme here, I believe. Okay, yeah, no side scheme. So he decks out. His effect fizzles, or this one that got defeated fizzles. But then he gets a permanent acceleration token because he decked out. We shuffle the discard pile here back into the deck. And then he's going to retaliate a whole bunch. So the allies don't attack, actually, because they don't want to take retaliate. We have Hawkeye. We're having one more arrow counter here. I think we just remove our confused then in this case. Yeah, because I don't want to retaliate. All right, then we're going to use, we're going to deck out. So I do want to hold on to Enhanced Fire Sense. Do we have another Enhanced Fire Sense here? Do I need to hold on? Yeah, no, it's okay. I'd rather hold on to Web Shooters. Okay, so let's exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1. 2 resources here for a total of 3 to play Swing Web Kick. Hero action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. We're going to hit this Loki for 8. That'll bring from 20 down to 12. He has to retaliate, so he's going to hit his back for 1. Drops it down to 6. That's going to resolve that. We're just going to thwart here to remove our confuse. And then let's do Hawkeye thwart for 1 from the main. Clear it off. He'll take a consequential damage. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's write it back up. Okay, so the acceleration's on now. So we gotta move quickly, a little bit more quickly with damage. All right, Marijo never activates, so she stays full life. Okay, draw back up to 5. We deck out, face down and counter card. Shuffle discard pile back into deck with 3 swing web kicks. So we just gotta get them all out here. And I think the moment that we play all 3, that should be enough to get the kill on the 3 Lokis here. All right, I think things have been going decently smooth. The side scheme, getting them all out, was a little bit unfortunate because he decked out already. But we just gotta go for the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have Enhanced Fire Sense, so that's good to see. Okay, it is Loki's turn. He's gonna add 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration. He's going to attack, so trigger Fire Sense, draw a card. We're gonna take the attack because I have a backflip, the same with a base of 2. Gets a boost card here of 2, so 4 damage. We're gonna play a backflip and flip out of the way. Then he flips a stone after he activates. Got the Reality Stone. Then we get Delphi Sign Contact for a total of 2. First one is Beguiled. We lose the highest cost. We lose Vision again. Vision keeps betraying us. Okay, so he's now a minion. He has 2 hit points left. 1 scheme to attack. That's what Beguiled would do. And then we got the Trickster. So we can swap the Loki. He's going to activate. Do I want to swap him here? I could cancel with Enhanced Fire Sense. I think I want him to swap so we don't take Retaliate. Yeah, I think we purposely let him swap here because we have a lot of small pings from our allies, and I don't want to take a massive damage here. Yeah, okay, so we're going to allow him to swap, and I can play Nick. So we're going to swap one of these 3 here, and none of them have Retaliate, so it does not matter which one we get here, I think. Shuffle up. All right, and we're going to get this ally, or this Loki here. He takes no damage if there's a side scheme. There are no side schemes, so it does not matter. And Loki's going to attack us. So when he attacks, we're going to trigger our Spire Sense and draw a card. Is that all it does? So Loki will ram says Loki activates. Yeah, so it's hitting for us with a base of 3 here. I cannot take that because I have 6 life. We had to block with an ally anyways. Darn it. I kind of wanted to keep the allies all up here. I feel like Maria Hill is the best block. I mean, she thwarts for 2 though. I like the thwart for 2. Well, we could play Nick and Mockingbird and still stun the Loki. But there's no point stunning him here because Nick can block the damage, right? All right, we're going to do Hawkeye. Hawkeye's going to defend the attack. He's saying with a base of 3. Oh, with this card, another ally. That's fine. He's saying with a base of 3. Boost card here is going to be 2. Ooh, not another side scheme going away. Okay, so 5 damage takes out Hawkeye. And then he triggers a real ice stone with this card, an ally, upgrade, or support you control. We lose an ally here, I think. Yeah. Which one, guys? I want Black Cat for the damage. Let's do Maria Hill, because we want to recur Maria Hill over and over again. Alright, so we discard her. I should have just had her probably attack last turn. Alright, why didn't I? I don't remember why. Oh, because the retaliate, she would have died anyways. Alright, so that's fine. Okay, that's going to end the activation phase, right? So it's back to our turn. Let's mansion. Draw a card. We have Nick in hand, so we can play him with the Helicarrier. Exhaust Helicarrier to reduce his cost by 1. He's 3 cost now. This would be 3 resources here. So we can play Nick Fury. When he enters play, choose one. We'll pick the 1 to do 4 damage or draw 3. Because this plays Mockingbird. If I do 4 damage, Loki draws down 8. 7, 6. Nick will thwart though. Yeah, we're actually going to pick the one to do 4 damage to enemy, so we're going to hit Loki for 4. That'll bring from 12 down to 8. Okay, then we're going to have Spider-Man take out the Vision here, swing for 2. So Vision is discarded. We don't want him activating against us. Nick will thwart for 2. Let's keep the main scheme at bay. He'll take a consequence damage. And we're going to do 3 resources here to play Mockingbird. When she enters play stun enemy, let's stun the Loki. And hopefully he gets an attack activation for Nick to block. This one does not have Stalwart. Black Cat will swing for 1, drops Loki down to 7, no consequence damage. Mockingbird swings for 1, brings him down to 6. She'll take a consequence damage. That'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to 5. We got a backflip too. Okay, so it is Loki's turn. It adds 2 to the main. He attacks us, but he's stunned. We don't Infinity Stone. We don't draw a card of Spider Sense. Infinity Gauntlet, I mean. In counter step, we get Master Illusions. That one's not good. Attach to Loki. When he would take damage from an attack, this card top card in the counter deck. If it's a treachery, prevent all damage and discard the card. Nick leaves play at the end of the round if he's in play. Okay, let's go ahead and just Black Cat swing for 1. So trigger the interrupt here. Discard card is attachment, so he does not prevent the damage. He takes the damage. Drops down to 5. That is not good. Black Cat does not take constant damage. Mockingbird's going to swing for 1. Force interrupt here. Discard top card of the deck when Loki would take damage from an attack. It is a treachery. Awesome. So he's going to prevent the 1 damage from Mockingbird. This card now gets discarded, and then Mockingbird takes a consequence damage, and her attack will never have done damage. All right, let's mansion. Draw a card. Haymaker. So I could pop him here. Do I flip him here? We don't have the thwart removal though, because we don't have Maria Hill or Nick. We have 3 Make the Calls in our deck, right? I should be drawing into them. If we don't draw into them, that's pretty bad. Because we get a side scheme, and the Crisis is the best side scheme. That one's already gone. We get the Hazard. I don't like the Hazard at all. The Hazard is not good. Okay, let's take things slow, I think, because I want to have Thorin on the table before we flip to Loki and get a side scheme in case we get a nasty one. This would be a really good time to go ahead and bring him to the next stage, though. So it's unfortunate, but we're going to use 4 resources here. Let's play Webbed Up. Attach the enemy. Next time he attacks, he gets the activation won't go through, and he'll get stunned. It's also Helicarrier to reduce the cost next turn play by 1, so we can play first 8 for free. We're going to heal 2 from Spider-Man. We go from 6 up to 8. We're going to swing for 2, bring Loki down to 3 life. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand size here, 5. Got the swing web kick. So, okay, we got to make the call here. So I'm feeling better. Okay, Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the main. Goes up to 4. He's going to attack. He's webbed up, so we just discard this instead. Oh, it goes in our discard pile. Then he gets stunned in place of that. And then he doesn't get a stun. We don't Spider Sense because attack never happened. In counter phase, we get an encounter card, an assault. He's going to attack us, but he's stunned. That's perfect. And then nothing else happens again. It's back to our turn. Okay, easy turn. Let's mansion and draw a card. Okay, here I think we make the call Nick. Black Cat Spider-Man pops him. Oh, I kind of want to just swing a web kick to pop him though. Let's draw first with Nick. So we're going to play Make the Call. Pay the printed cost of an ally and your player's discard power. We're going to get Nick Fury here. So Nick Fury comes into play. We have to pay 4 for him, right? So let's use 4 resources right here so we can play Nick Fury. All right, whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We pick the one and draw 3. Hoping for another Make the Call. Ooh, but we got a Haymaker instead. Probably don't care about that though. Let's go ahead and have Black Cat swing for 1 on Loki. Brings it down to 2. She won't take consequent damage. Spider-Man is going to swing for 2, and that will bring this Loki down to 0. Okay, so that will defeat this Loki here. He goes in Victory's Play. When he's defeated, discard cards from the top of the counter deck until we get a side scheme. Review the side scheme. So it's mill here until we get a side scheme. We got one. Okay, what is that? War in Asgard. That one's fine. That's the first side scheme when we started this game. So Frost Giant was discarded. This comes with hinder 1 plus 6, so 7 threat on here, and just acceleration. So the hazard was the one that I was worried about, but acceleration we just leave that. And then we have 3 more Lokis here. Let's shuffle them up, and we're gonna put one of them into play. Long gruesome match against Loki. So we get this Loki here with Stalwart and Victory 1. Okay, with 1 scheme 3 attack. All right, so he has 20 life. Do we do all the effects? We milled until we got our thing, and then we got our Loki. Yeah, okay, that's it with that. Okay, so it's still our turn. We can just put on damage here. Swinging web kick. I double swing web kick here. Yeah, he'll be near death. Okay, we're going to Helicare to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. Web shoes will generate a resource. This would be another resource here. To play a swing web kick, hero action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. This would be 3 resources here to play another swing web kick. Hero action attack, do 8 damage to enemy. So it's going to be a total of 16 damage. That'll bring Loki from 20 all the way down to 4 with that 16 damage. All right, unfortunately, we can't kill him here. I'm short 1 damage because Nick does 2, Mockingbird does 1. He'll have 1 life left. So in this situation, I think I try to just keep the main scheme at bay in case he gets like an advance. So we'll keep Mockingbird up. Nick will throw for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 2. He'll take a consequent damage. We're just going to ignore the War in Asgard here because we got rid of the side scheme Loki already. That'll end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to just draw back up to 5 here. We got the 3rd swing web kick, so we have the kill in hand. Okay, Loki's turn, he's going to add 1, 2, 3 to the main because of the accelerations. Goes up to 5. He is going to, let's see if he schemes. Oh, we haven't had Spire Sense again. All right, so it doesn't matter. We can just cancel whatever treasure we get. So Loki's going to attack us, and he's going to trigger our Spire Sense so we can draw a card. We have Nick block. He's hitting with a base of 4. He gets a boost card here of 2. So 6 damage, takes out Nick Fury. Then he's going to flip a stone, time stone, doesn't matter. And then we get dealt a face down encounter card, which is going to be Seduce, attach to your identity. You cannot make basic attacks or play attack events as an RT action. We spend energy and mental to discard this card. We have the kill though, yeah, so it's fine. So we can no longer make our basic attack or play swing web kick because of the seduced timing there. Let's go ahead and exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Luckily, we do have Nick Fury here to help us because he is a powerful ally. Let's go ahead and we're just going to clean this up. We're going to throw for 1, the main. We're going to flip down to Alter Ego. And then we're going to use this Alter Ego action, spend an energy and mental resource. We're going to use our sign to generate a mental. This would be energy resource, so we can discard this card. We can't flip back up though, unfortunately, but I think that's okay. Black Cat's going to swing for 1 on Loki. That'll bring it from 4 down to 3. Mockingbird, let's throw 1 from the main here. Should take consequent damage, get knocked out. And then we can play Make the Call, pay the printed cost of an ally in your discard pile. Let's do, it's okay. Let's just do 4 resources here, so we can play Nick Fury from a discard pile. He comes into play. His effect, when he enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to deal 4 damage to an enemy. So that will bring Loki from 3 down to 0. And Nick can also use his basic activation and swing here for 2 more damage. And yeah, there we go, guys. That was a super duper annoying and long game of Loki here. But we did it with only the core set. Still gruesome as he always. Oh, I forgot. We're going to exhaust AMA Hue by 4. Brings back up to 10 life. I want to do that. So get back up to our full life. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy his gameplay. Loki definitely has that reputation of being a very difficult villain, but I think he's really just more annoying than anything else. But yeah, here is a playthrough with using only core set cards with Peter Parker Spider-Man to take down Loki on expert mode. And yeah, these are the 3 Lokis that we defeated here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.